What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. We're going hunting today, but what are we hunting for?
Mushrooms.
That's right, we're not going hunting for animals, we're going to look for some morels. So the season's just starting to kick off. It's finally warm enough. I think a couple of them might be popping up, so we're going to check one of our early spots and we'll bring you guys along, so stay tuned. All right, so we just got to the spot. One of the first things I do whenever I go looking for morels is try to find a stick. So a stick will just help you move weeds out of the way if you do find them, and that way you're not walking all over the place and potentially stepping on any. That'll do for a stick. Alright. So first and foremost, you should never just walk around in the woods looking for things to eat. You should always learn from a professional. We've actually been on hikes before where we've learned different things about tree identification and certain mushrooms and different other plants that we could eat. So I'd always recommend being shown in person, because you still just never know. You don't want to eat the wrong things. With that being said, morels are one of the easier things to identify and learn how to find. Some of my favorite trees to find them are dead elms, which is one of the most common, apple trees, sycamore, tulip poplar. Those are the most common trees that I usually find them under. Sycamores are, they're hit or miss. So I try to focus on the apples, poplar, and the dead elms. I've also found them in places that I can't even explain. If you're just starting out, I look everywhere, because you never know when you're gonna find one. The two biggest morels I've ever found were on the top of a hill in the middle of a field that had a small jagger patch in it, and they were just sitting right in the jagger patch. So look everywhere, look under every tree, and then once you find one, take a look around at the trees, see if you notice what kind of tree it might be coming from. You know, they should be grown in that area. So another thing is, whenever you do see one, if you find one, you want to make sure that you stop. That's why we got sticks. So you stop, because where there's one, there's usually more, and we don't want to step on any. So if you find one, you just stop and look around and see if you can find any others before you take another step, okay? Okay, here we go. Always safe then too. Wanna stop, take a break? We're almost there. Just keep on following that trail. We're almost there. So we've had a real weird year so far. It's been crazy cold, and then we've had a monsoon where it poured down rain every day for like a week. Then it got crazy cold again. I think we just had snow last week, a little bit, dusting. And then now it's 80 degrees. So I don't know what that's gonna do to the mushrooms. Like I said, this is my early spot. So I usually keep my eye out on social media to see when the neighboring counties start finding them. And then this is the first place I come to and check. Because if they're not here, they're not in any of my other spots. This is where they pop up first. So this is where we start. This will tell me if we're gonna keep looking after this, or if we're gonna give it another couple days, because this week they will be popping. Wait, stop, 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 stop. I see some. You see them? Look, they're everywhere. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Look, they're everywhere. Couple burnout ones.
Some of them. But they're big.
That's okay. So these little ones,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave those. We'll take a couple of these small ones. So you grab it at the bottom and then pinch it and twist it.
Oh.
What? Pinch it, twist it. There you go, perfect. Let's see it. First one of the year for the boy. All right, now don't take any more steps, because there's two more right there. There's another one in front of you. We're gonna leave a couple of these, see if they get bigger. So we're gonna leave this one here, But grab those two over there, leave the little one. Okay, remember, pinch at the bottom. Perfect. Attaboy, bud. So here's the tree that they're under. And the other half is right here. There's a dead elm over here.
Not tomorrow.
We're gonna
It's
check
Easter
out.
tomorrow.
Huh?
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is Easter, so we won't come back tomorrow. Alright, coming up on another tree that I usually find some around. There's one. This tree usually has a ton of them around it, so the fact that I'm only seeing one, it's still a little bit too early.
There's one, Dad.
There is. Another little guy. Go ahead and pick it. Hold it up. Didn't find no mushrooms down there, but look what I did find you. Loaded with golf balls. Well, we didn't find a ton. It's still pretty early, but no blondes, all grays. So we're gonna take what we got and we're gonna go back and cook it up. So better than getting skunked, right? You wanna go back and cook these up?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you in the kitchen. All right, we're in the kitchen. We got a couple of our morels we found today, thanks to Braxton. All we're gonna do is we're gonna clean them. And the way we're gonna clean them is some warm water and salt. Soak them for just a few minutes, and then that gets all the bugs and dirt out of there. After that, we're just gonna cook them in some butter, some salt. That's my favorite way to eat them. They kind of taste a little bit like chips, or some people say they taste like steak. They just taste great. He thinks they taste like chips, right? So we call them mushroom chips around here. So let's get started. We're gonna get some water here.
Can I wash them?
Yeah. All right, so we got some water.
How do we do it?
Dump a little bit of salt in there.
I'm not gonna have to put my hands in there. I'm not gonna have to put my hands.
Now I'm just gonna cut these in half. Just so you know, a morel is hollow. So if you ever find something that kind of looks like it, but it's not hollow, then it's not a real morel. It could be a false morel, or I don't know, it could be something else. But you want to make sure they're hollow. If they're not hollow, don't eat them. Go ahead and put them all in the water. There you go. Just flip them around. There you go. Don't get the water everywhere. Yeah, perfect. All right, we're gonna let these soak just for a couple minutes. Now they've been soaking for a few minutes. We think we got them all cleaned up, so go ahead and pull them out of there and dry them off on the towel. So while those are drying off, we're gonna preheat this.
What happened to this one?
It just fell apart, it's okay. Get a nice hunk of butter in there. Butter's melted good enough. We're just gonna start lining the pan with all of our mushrooms. So while these are cooking, it's pretty early around here. The morels are just about starting to come out, so in the next week or two, they should really start sprouting. All of these that we found are grays, and the yellows don't usually come out until it's prime season. So that same spot we were at, I usually find, I don't know, how many we find last year? About 100, 150. So when you only find just a few, it's not time yet. And we'll salt the other side. Like I said, you can cook these to whenever they're golden brown, or you can burn them a little bit more and it tastes kind of like a potato chip, and that's why the kids love them. Now you could cook these any way you would cook a regular mushroom. I personally just like eating them with butter and salt, just because I don't want to taste anything else. I just want to taste the flavor of the morels. So by all means, cook them however you prefer. You like yours a little bit burnt?
No.
No? You like them crunchy, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to call these done. Flip them over one more time. These are done. Now all we're going to do is let them cool down, and then we're going to be ready to eat. There we go. Alright, you want to pick one?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead. Careful, they might be a little hot. Blow on it. They're good? Alright. Cheers.
Mm.
Oh, baby. Those are good, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get you another one. I'm gonna have me. That's worth walking around for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? Heck yeah. He loves these things. Are you gonna eat them all? Better save me some. Well, scale 1 to 10, how'd we do?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? You heard him. Hopefully we'll get out there in the next week or two and find a bunch more and take you along with us. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time on
Honest Adventures.
Have a good one, everyone.